I'm Sal.
I'm Beth.
We're the Brewery Lovers, and we are at Hamilton Tap and Grill in Hamilton, New Jersey, just outside of Trenton. And it's Brackets weekend.
It is. I don't know anything about basketball, but I understand what's going on behind the bar.
So 16, you said? 16 local breweries?
Starts with 16, the Sweet 16. Every time they go up against each other, I see, like I never understood basketball before. This is all new to me. They're paired. Whoever kicks their sixtel first moves on to the next step. And
So that's how you move ahead by. So what happens is a lot of the breweries will try to round up a bunch of people to come and kill that keg as soon as you can, because then they move to the next level.
Right. Yeah. So there is definitely a home court advantage.
Yeah, there is. We interviewed Danny from the bar. He's the bar manager, and he tells us all about the brackets. So we'll show you that. So we're here at Hamilton Tap and Grill with Danny, the bar manager. Hi, Dan.
How we doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Phenomenal.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for coming out.
So tell us about the brackets. So you said this is the second year, but tell the whole.
So we've been open since 2018. It's our second year doing it. Obviously, with COVID, shut us down. Year number one, year number two, we couldn't have anybody at the bar. So we're excited to get it back up and running. It's been too long. But we got 16 New Jersey craft brewers going against each other. First one to kick their sixtel moves on to the next round, and that's it. Winner gets a dedicated draft line for a year. Runner-up gets a tap takeover whenever they want.
Oh, nice! You get a dedicated draft line.
Yeah, so it's pretty lucrative for those guys to come out and support themselves. We have a lot of local breweries, a lot of skin in the game, so it's been a good time.
So you talk really quickly. I just wanted to emphasize the way you advance is whoever kicks the keg.
Correct. So the rules are that it has to be under 8% alcohol by volume, has to be sold in a 16-ounce glass for $7, and then whoever kicks their sixtel first. So it's roughly 42 beers in a sixtel. So roughly 42 beers will get you on to the next round.
Who's in the Final Four?
Final Four, we're looking at Ludlam. We have Heavy Reel. We have Old Heights. And finally, we have River Horse.
Okay, so Ludlam's in Ocean View, Cape May County. Old Heights is in Mercer County, Hightstown. River Horse is in Mercer County, Ewing.
Yep.
And Heavy Reel is Seaside, right?
Out of Seaside, absolutely.
Okay. So what are the beers?
So the beers that Heavy Reel is going to be putting on is going to be called Get Off My Cloud. It's an IPA. It's American IPA. Ludlam is going to be called Wrestling Moves. We have from Old Heights, 1721 Lager, and River Horse is their Summer Blonde.
Oh, Old Heights has a lager. Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, look, tell us about your place, Hamilton Tap, and why people should come out this weekend and check out the brackets.
So the brackets is one of those. It's just a lot of fun. A lot of the brewers, a lot of their owners, they come in, they kind of rub elbows, get a chance to meet those guys that are brewing the beer for us. This weekend's gonna be a great time. We have the Final Four, NCAA on all of our TVs. The food is phenomenal. Atmosphere is phenomenal. People are great. Beer is great. You know.
How many craft beers do you have in general?
Right now we have 24 taps. We dedicate for those Guinness, Stella, Miller Lite, and Yingling, and out of those other, so roughly 20 are going to be craft beer.
That's fantastic.
Yep.
And I was telling Billy, we talked to Billy this morning because he couldn't come, so we pre-recorded with Billy. And I was telling him about you. I said, Danny really knows the beers. Like, it's nice when you come and say, hey, what is this? And you know all about it. Like, you really do your homework.
A lot of research and development.
Well, thanks, Dan. I really appreciate taking the time.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us, guys, and thanks for stopping out.
You're good?
I'm just really curious. There's 131 official breweries in New Jersey. How do you narrow it down to 16?
So for us, it really wasn't a narrowing down. We did a lot of business with these past brewers over the past couple of years. They've really supported us through our shutdown, and we try to do the same for them. There really isn't. It's kind of a name out of a hat, you know what I mean, at that point. Those guys from Screaming Hill, probably our most local brewery. Old Heights is probably our newest one. And to see them in the finals is very surprising, but they've been really gung-ho about getting their people out and kind of coming out. And you know, it's a chance for us to really get to know each other. You know what I mean? It's not just a matter of I meet a lot of reps, but it's also a chance to meet the owners and the people that brew it, and we kind of get a chance to talk about what it is that we like and what's coming down the turnpike, you know?
And there is a home court advantage, right?
It looks to be that way this year.
Yeah, 2 breweries from Mercer County in the Final Four. That's pretty impressive.
Yep.
Thanks again, Dan.
Thanks for having us, guys. Cheers.
Thank you, Dan.
Cheers. Ready? Get that label out. Ready? Yep.
And we also have Robin and Patricia were with us from River Horse. Here they are. Okay, we're here with Robin and Patricia from River Horse Brewery in Ewing, New Jersey. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having
Great to have you. And you're in the Final Four, is that right?
We are very happy to be there.
That is so exciting. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And Beth had questions.
Well, first I want to say congratulations. Last weekend I understand you raised almost $4,000 for aid in Ukraine, and that's so awesome. Thank you for doing that. So the most important thing is, tell us why this is a great beer, because obviously a lot of people love it. It made it this far in the brackets.
I'll say something, and then Patricia, I'm sure, has her opinion. But Summer Blonde is just, it's been one of our classics for years. It's just an easy drinking beer, super light, just great for a summer day at the beach after you mowed the lawn. It has a great malt and hop profile, and it's just delicious.
It's really nice. It's super light. It's real crisp. It's kind of refreshing. It's a real nice beer. We both like it a lot. Patricia, any thoughts?
No, you guys hit it right on the head. It's very crisp. The color's great. What we like to do is take traditional recipes and put a little Ewing zhuzh on it. So I think we've done that for years with Summer Blonde. It's one of those recipes you perfected it, just don't mess with.
That is true. It literally looks like sunshine.
Yeah.
It does. It's a pretty beer. We'll get a close up of it. How many beers are on tap on average at the tasting room?
It's 10 on average, 10 beers on tap. So we have a seltzer, and then the other 9 taps are any one of our beers. We also, on the weekends, try to do either one cask, specialty cask, or multiple, depending on what we have going on the weekend. So there's always something for everybody.
And why don't you tell us about there's 4 new ones, right? It just tapped like yesterday? 4 new beers?
3 tapped yesterday, and 3 new ones tapped yesterday, and another one at the end of the weekend.
What are they?
Yeah, so we put out 4 new beers for the summer season, in addition to our Summer Blonde. The first one is a floatable, we call it the floatable Kolsch. So it's actually a dry hopped Kolsch. Super crisp, super light, really great summer beer. We have a variation of our Summer Blonde, so we call it Blonde Palm Shell. It's pomegranate and hibiscus, so classic twist on our Summer Blonde. It has a little tart, and the color of it is awesome. It's a really pretty, purple pink.
We had it yesterday. It really is pretty. And it's also very tasty.
It is, yeah, it's super good. And then we have a session IPA. So again, a lot of times IPAs are 7-8%. We took it down a notch at 5%, but we did not compromise flavor. The hop profile on it, it's amazing. And it's one of those IPAs you can have in the summer, have more than a few, and, not have an issue after having a high ABV beer in the heat. So
It's also very good, nice and hoppy, but what is it, about 5%?
yeah, it's 5%. Yep, so citrus, pine, the hop.
So yeah, 5%, so it's easy to drink, and like you said, it's a good one if you're going to have more than one. Well, thanks so much for coming over. We really appreciate it. Yeah, go ahead, Patricia.
The fourth one comes out today. It's Sunset Citrus, and it's our grapefruit American wheat beer. So a standard wheat beer, and then our Ewing twist on it is by adding grapefruit. And you could taste the flesh of the grapefruit. It's very refreshing. It's great. It's crisp. It's definitely an awesome summer beer. Once you're done playing cornhole and you're sweating it out and you're trying to cool down, a Sunset Citrus, yeah.
And that drops today?
Yeah.
What time does the tasting room open? 2 o'clock. Every day or different days?
Friday and Saturday it's 2 o'clock. Sunday we're open at 1, and then Thursdays we're open at 4.
Excellent. And River Horse is real easy to find. It's right off of 295. It's near the Mercer County Airport. Put it on your list for sure. All right, we're going to have some beer. This is River Horse's Summer Blonde. Is that the official name of it?
That is the name of the beer.
Okay, it's, well, you try. You get it first, and you tell me what you think.
It's malty, but it's balanced. There's some hop bitterness there too, but it's bready. It's real refreshing, really crisp, really palate cleansing. and it's a low ABV. I think it's 5%. So I'm pretty sure this is something that you could comfortably spend a summer afternoon with.
Yeah, it's better than lawnmower beer because it's got more flavor.
Way more flavor.
Yeah, so it's not like your regular American Pilsner. It's a really nice, flavorful beer, and as Beth said, it's real clean. It doesn't have any sweetness or anything weird going on.
No, it's maybe just a little tiny bit of sweetness, but not in any way overpowering. It's more bready malt, but it's balanced by the hops.
Yeah, it's got a nice hop profile, but it's not real hoppy and it's not real malty. It's just a real easy drinking beer.
Beautiful balance.
All right, it's on the bracket, so if you like something a little bit lighter, come out to Hamilton Tap tonight, Friday, and the rest of the weekend, and drink up some River Horse, Summer Blonde.
Summer Blonde.
Okay. One of our favorite breweries in New Jersey is Ludlam Island in Ocean View. They made it to the Final Four. It's very exciting. With wrestling moves? Am I right?
They sent 2 beers here. Water Guns and Rainbows is what they did for their initial couple rounds. This weekend, it's Wrestling Moves. And it's really impressive that they are in the Final Four, considering the fact that they're probably the farthest brewery from this location. They're close to 80 miles away, where there are a couple that are 5 and 7 miles away.
Yeah, there's definitely a home court advantage because if the more people you can get to come, obviously the faster that sixel is going to kick. But Billy was unable to be here tonight because he had another commitment today. But we did talk to him earlier. So here's Billy. Well, congratulations. You beat some pretty stiff competition. Kane, who else did Ludlam beat out? Beat out a bunch of.
I have to look at that picture.
And you're also doing really well.
I think we were up against Icarus and then Kane, which I know Icarus, they're destroying IPAs too.
Heavy hitters.
Yeah. And their IPAs are out of this world, so that really felt good.
But so you're in the Final Four now. You're going up against Heavy Reel.
Heavy Reel at Hamilton Tap.
Yes.
So I think South Jersey Brewery Madness is different than the local.
Yeah. I get them confused all the time for sure.
Yeah.
But hey, you're in the final 2 there. So congratulations on that.
Yeah, congratulations. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're crushing all the brackets.
So yeah, today you're up against Heavy Reel, and then it's River Horse and
River Horse is up against Old Heights.
Old Heights.
Old Heights. Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought we were up against Old Heights, but that's cool.
No,
So-
and they're both really local.
They're local, so that's going to be
One's 14 miles away. The other, I think, is 7.
that's going to
So
be a tough competition.
You are totally the complete outlier,
Yep.
being almost 80 miles away
That's amazing. That's
and
really
ending
cool.
up in the Final Four.
God, I wish I could get up there tonight. I really do.
Well, you have a ferry to catch.
I do. I know.
So for our viewers that haven't had these beers, tell them about Rainbows and Wrestling Moves, because I think they were the 2 that got you into the Final Four.
Yeah, for sure. So Water Guns is by far our most popular hazy that we're doing right now. It's one of the original 3 that we did, Wrestling Moves being another one. So the way to think about the 3 like kind of standard ones are Let It Shine, Wrestling Moves, and Water Guns and Rainbows. And the way I always think about them is Let It Shine's like the first, going onto that, hazy sweetness spectrum, and then Wrestling Moves is like that middle one, and then Water Guns is that full on sweetness, that juicy, like really, really sweet, juicy flavor that's super popular right now. So it's so nice to have those 3 because their base recipe is very, very similar. It's really just the hops that we're kind of messing around with. Some oats too, but mainly it's just the hops. And to be able to taste that like slightly less bitter, starting on that sweet train, and then it's like that middle of the road where there's still a little bit of both play, and then you get the Water Guns, which is basically 0 bitterness and all juice. So it's really cool to have those 3 in your arsenal, I guess.
We love them both.
Right now, we just brewed our Big Dirty, which is released every year on 420. At 420, we start pouring it. So that's always a good time. So we're something else to look forward to. So we're really excited about that.
So that's a party at the brewery, right?
You know, we'll have a live band playing. We'll have a live artist who every year for this party comes and does a different canvas. And depending on the weather, you know, he's a big airbrush artist, and he picks one of our beers and makes like a kind of a motif out of it, which is really a lot of fun. So it's really a great day that we all look forward to.
Tell them about the beer, 420. What's it like?
That, I mean, obviously there's that 420 connotation, and it is a 9% double IPA, really dank. Like I said, we haven't brewed it in over a year, so I kind of forget what's in it. I know it's a blend of hops. I'll tell you what, listen, viewers, get to Ludlam. I got to look here at the cat. Get to Ludlam and get 420. It is unbelievable. It is really good. We love it. We have a lot of fun with it, and just having a beer that even our partners in the, you know, off premise, and we ask everybody like, hey, you know, create an event around this. Don't sell it till, you know, 420 on 420. So at 420, you know, go live on Facebook when you pour your first one. Like, you know, try to have a little fun midweek. I mean, it's a Wednesday. What else do you have going on? You know, but right. The Man Batter's always been really cool about doing that for us. A couple other bars in the area have really, you know, kind of created something out of nothing, I guess. That's the way to think about it. So it's a lot of fun. What do you got going on this weekend? You said you had something at Misty Meadows. Yeah, this weekend, Misty Meadows does like a little sheep celebration because all their lambs have been born. You know, all the lambs. Like it's a celebration of the lambs, I guess, or the coming of the lambs. Yeah, we got permitted for it. So yeah, we'll be pouring full beers there. We're bringing for those people out there who haven't had, we're gonna have Water Guns and Rainbows there, and we're also gonna have our house beer, Beachbound, which is typically never sold anywhere. But that's right. You don't normally bring that outside. Good. So that was kind of fun. We just decided we wanted something light, and that was like the only really light beer we had at the moment. So like, screw it, send our house beer out. You know. Nice. So it should be a really good time. They're gonna have live music there. They're gonna have food. A lot of things for kids. They're gonna do hay rides. The kids could actually play around with the lambs and all. They're pretty docile. He was supposed to bring them by here, but he's just been too busy setting up for this week. We're going to let you go, but give for anybody watching, tell them why they should go to Hamilton Tap and drink Ludlam. Yeah, I guess just go try it. South New Jersey's doing really well down here. The beers are getting so good that if you don't make it down to the brewery, I guess if you have to have it on the street, Hamilton Tap and Grill's great spot to do it for sure. It really is. It's a great spot for craft beer. And the food's pretty good too.
And the staff's great.
Yeah, Danny's awesome. He's so on top of craft beer. We asked him one question last time we saw him, and he went for like 10 straight minutes about every brewery. He knows everything. That's awesome. It's important to have that guy. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's really unusual to have like there's a beer guy at the place who really knows the beer. He's not just like grabbing stuff, you know, from distributors, and he really understands the product. So he's a wonderful resource. And when you have that one person, that trickles down to the whole staff. But we appreciate you stopping by with us. We really do. We know how busy you are. Thank you.
Thanks,
always
Billy.
A pleasure, guys. You look great in the flannel, Beth.
Thank you. My favorite flannel.
Wait, she's representing. Yeah, nice.
All right. Thank you so much, guys.
All right. See you later.
Thank you.
Okay, we got 4 beers to try. We went through one, the Summer Blonde from River Horse. We got 3 more. What's first?
First one we're going to do is from Old Heights, which is in Hightstown. It is their 1721 lager. 1721 is the year that Hightstown was founded.
Okay, that makes sense.
So there's a historical reference there.
Yeah, I wondered where the name came from. All right, go for it. And I think it's the only lager in the final 4, because River Horses is actually ale, am I right? The Summer Blonde?
Yes, it's a blonde.
Blonde ale. Yeah, so this is the only lager of the bunch. What do you think? You can grab the mic.
It's very crisp. It's very light, but it's flavorful. It's got a good malty character. Bready, biscuity. More biscuity, I think, than bready. It's a little sweet. With some hop character, too.
Yeah, it's a touch sweet. It doesn't taste anything like, big American Pilsner. So it's more of a, actually it tastes kind of like a blonde ale, in my opinion. It's very fruity, fruitier than you would expect for a lager. Is that all you got? Is that all you got? So that's from Hightstown, one of the final four. And then on to Heavy Reel from Seaside. Am I right?
From Seaside Heights.
What's it called?
Off My Clouds, and it's an American IPA. It's 8%. It's hopped with Citra, Mackinac, and Galaxy.
All right.
So much fruit in that aroma.
It's a little bit hazy. The Old Heights is not crystal clear, not bright clear, but it's pretty clear.
That is a very tasty beer.
Say that again.
That is a very tasty beer. The fruit really comes through. Tropical fruit, some citrus.
Yeah, it's all about the hops, isn't it? And when Beth says fruit, she means the fruit character of the hops. It's not a fruited beer, am I right?
No, it is not a fruited beer. It's from the combination of those three hops.
Citrus, melon, papaya. Yeah, definitely. You definitely get the sweet fruit. I'll tell you what, that's going to be tough competition for Ludlam if they end up going against one another. Who's Ludlam against right now? Is that it?
That is it.
It is it. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Heavy Reel against Ludlam, River Horse.
River
against,
Horse. I'm sorry.
Old Heights.
Got to do that all again.
Okay.
My bad.
It's Heavy Reel is going up against Ludlam Island, and Old Heights is going up against River Horse.
Oh, so it's a Mercer County matchup.
Yes. River Horse and Old Heights are two of the three breweries in Mercer County. There is a fourth, but they're undergoing renovation, so they're not open at this time. And the fourth one is very small, and I can't imagine them getting involved in this. They sell out everything the day.
Oh, you're talking about Troon.
Troon.
Yeah, Troon. You can't get Troon unless you go there.
You have to know when to go there, too.
You have to follow their Instagram feed, and when they say, okay, there's beer, you run.
Drive fast.
Yeah, anyway. You're right, I forgot about Troon. Yeah, that's the other Mercer County brewery. We had Referend for a while. Not really a brewery then. They were a blendery. They didn't have their own brewery, but they have since moved out of Mercer County. They're in
Pennsylvania.
Kutztown.
Okay.
Yeah, Kutztown, PA, and they actually are brewing beer now. So we're going to put them on our list, kind of off the topic, but used to be in Mercer County. Okay, what's next?
Number 3 is Ludlam Island's Wrestling Moves. This is 7.5%, and this is hopped with Mosaic and Azaka. So I'm expecting a lot of fruit here, too.
I'm sorry. She said she's expecting a lot of fruit. Good combination.
There it is.
I'm obviously biased because Ludlam Island is one of my favorite breweries on the East Coast, certainly in New Jersey. And I absolutely love their IPAs. I'll tell you what, though, that Heavy Reel is really nice. Really nice. What do you got?
Mango. A lot of mango. Or maybe just because I've been trying tropical fruit that I didn't eat before, mango's always on my mind.
Yeah, they're both IPAs, both on the hazy side, but they could not be more different. They're both excellent. I would give them really high marks. This one's a little bit more subtle on the hops, and definitely a lot of sweet fruit.
But I don't know. I'd have to drink a lot more of them to be sure which one is.
Challenge accepted. All right. Well, anyway, Hamilton Tap is the place to be tonight. The rest of the weekend, check out the brackets. There's a bunch of good beers on tap anyway, including the Final Four. And the food's good, so this is a place to be this weekend. So check it out if you're in or around Trenton. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. Cheers.